your right. She's interacting with Freddie and Piper. Freddie, we believe, is near 9 years old, and Piper is closer to maybe 6 years old. And Shannon here is interacting with Ava and Ace, both, we believe, near 6 years old. Now, they all kind of have a similar story, but they are individuals. Freddie was rescued back in 2011. She was part of a mass stranding. Now, you might be wondering, what is that? What's a mass stranding? A mass stranding is when several of the individuals within their pod will beach themselves. They're going to go up and onto the beach and be laying on the sand. This is actually the #1 species to partake in those mass strandings, and we don't really know why yet. So there's a bunch of research and trying to figure out the reason. But Freddie was about maybe 1 to 2 years old during her rescue, and unfortunately her mom and the rest of her pod passed away. So she didn't have those survival skills that her mom would teach her throughout her young life. Similar story with the other three, Ava, Ace, and Piper. They were actually all part of this same mass stranding, and they were rescued back in 2012. Kind of in a similar area as well. Freddie was beached in the Florida Keys, whereas the other three were in Fort Pierce Beach, Florida. The other three, Ava, Ace, and Piper, were believed to be around 6 months old when they were rescued, so they were even younger than Freddie, and they did not receive those survival or hunting skills necessary to be re-released. So we are so very proud to say they are now calling Shamu Stadium home. But during the rehabilitation process, once they were all back nice and healthy, the government and NOAA actually come on in and they do their own assessment on the individuals. And they're the ones to actually deem the animal releasable or not. Once they were deemed non-releasable, that's when they get to decide which facility is going to be the best suited for them. Of course, SeaWorld says, we will totally give them the best lives possible. And they actually spent the first few years at SeaWorld over at our dolphin stadium. Now, they are the second largest dolphin within the dolphin family. So, yes, they are called short-fin pilot whales, but they're actually a dolphin. So we brought them on over here to Shamu Stadium. Now, you might be wondering, how big can they actually get? They are the second largest dolphin, and we actually know how much they weigh by checking out the silver platform over here with the the brown and blue balls on it. It's actually a large whale digital scale, and we can ask these whales to slide up and slide out right on top of it, and we know exactly how much they weigh. Now that session, if we ask them to slide up on that scale, is what we consider a husbandry session, a healthcare session. Now we can do all sorts of things for healthcare. We can see how much they weigh. We actually know how to give any kind of bodily sample if necessary for the veterinarian, from a blood sample to a fecal sample, stomach sample, that sort of thing. But another part of healthcare is going to be some exercise. And that's currently what you see going on right now in this pool. Shannon's having Ace and Ava go on some bows. Just a simple jump. They jump right out of the water, dive right back in. And trust me, it'll get their heart pumping. That oxygen flowing throughout their body. It's kind of like us kind of going on short sprints. We got to, keep that heart pumping for all sorts of health. Now, Ashley over there, she is kind of picking a different session. She's picking a low-key, relate, get to love on them, build her relationship with each and every single one of them. So that's a lot of fun for our jobs. We get to decide what kind of sessions we want to do for them at that moment. So Ashley has one showing off how they can swim. Nice and slow and chill. We actually call it a pod swim. So she actually asked both of them to go together. And one, Freddie, she said, not right now. I don't want to go swim. Which is very cool. We do train here using positive reinforcement. So if they decide they don't want to do something, all right, you have your own choice. Feel free to. But you notice that when Piper came back, she gave Piper lots of fish, lots of squid, and some attention. She's going to go ahead and ask that again. All she did with Freddie is simply ignore it. She pretended like her refusing that behavior didn't even happen. Because we don't want to draw any attention to that. And look at there. They're going to go together now. So perfect. The other two are jumping. All right. Now, having these four here is actually really, really cool. These short-fin pilot whales, out in offshore, up to hundreds of miles offshore. So they can actually be very, very hard to study. There's not a whole lot known about these short-fin pilot whales. But we do know that they actually eat lots and lots of squid. So you're going to see a lot of the food that these trainers are feeding them is going to mainly be squid. About 60% of their diet is squid, but they also eat other fish. So we're also feeding them some herring and some piglet. But, like I said, not much is known. So a bunch of researchers have actually contacted us and asked us if they could utilize these four within their research projects. And we're like, of course. So just like I mentioned before, we can see how large and how fast these four are growing by either weighing them on the scale, or we can even bring out a measuring tape, and we can measure how long they are, or how wide they are around, or how long their pectoral or their dorsal fin is, that sort of thing. So our researchers have actually brought in their drone, flown it over our pool, got measurements on these four, and have done the exact same thing out there in the wild. Flying their drone over the ocean, and they're able to compare statistics and be able to compare back and forth. So that's awesome that these four are truly ambassadors to their cousins out there in the wild. Alrighty guys, so it looks like our trainers here are wrapping up their session. What we're going to do is we're going to ask these four to swim into another pool. So here at Shamu Stadium, we actually have 7 pools, and they're all connected through underwater gating system. So I'm going to hop off mic here, and we're going to see if these four can swim into another pool. I hope you enjoy the rest of your meal.
¿Será algún tipo de delfín ballena o algo así? ¿Mamá? ¿Tú quieres comer? Shamu será la que hace el show, ¿verdad? ¿Bella? ¿Qué hace? Bueno, uno será más serio, ¿no?
I will point them out to you guys. Here we go. Now the whale right here in front of me, this is Ashley, and this is Kayla. Kayla is 29 years old on your left, and on your right is Malia. And Malia is 12 years old. Now, both of these whales were born here in our SeaWorld parks, okay? They're born with us. Kayla's 29 and Malia is 12. Now, a little bit about our killer whale family and their size here. Now, you're looking at 2 adult females. Kayla, she is full grown, and she weighs close to 6,000 pounds. Okay, now the smaller of the 2 is Malia. Malia's weighing in about 4,500 pounds. Get your cameras ready right here in the front, you guys. Here they come. This behavior is what we call an alien. There they are. Excellent. Right, so like I said, Kayla weighs about 6,000 pounds, and Malia is about 4,500. Now, female killer whales, when they're full grown, they're going to weigh anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000 pounds, okay? Now, Kayla is full grown at 6,000 pounds, but Malia, her mother, she weighed about 5,500 pounds, so she's probably going to be full grown anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 pounds. Now, right over here on the right, this is a bow behavior. There they are. Beautiful. Now right over here on your left, so get your cameras ready. Right over here on the left side. Here they come. 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Beautiful. All right, now turn your attention over there on the right. You folks sitting over there in that slide out area. Here they come, just for you. There they are. Beautiful. Now these guys here, all of our whales, they get 3 different types of fish every single day, okay? So they get herring, capelin, and salmon. Now a lot of people wonder, how much do these whales eat? Well, this is actually pretty interesting having these 2 here, okay? So Kayla, who's right here, She weighs 6,000 pounds, right? So you think she eats a whole lot of food. She eats about 110 pounds a day. Okay? Now Malia here, Malia actually eats 130 pounds. So even though she's smaller, she's eating more than Kayla because Malia is in her prime growing phase. Okay? So she's going to need a lot more food because that body is growing, getting nice and big and strong. There's Kayla over there on the left of you guys. Excellent. Now you folks right over here in the center. Here comes Malia up close and personal. There she is. Excellent. Now while you guys are enjoying the killer whales, you may have noticed this large metal platform here. Everybody see this right here that I'm standing on? Yeah? Cool. This is actually a killer whale scale. Okay, so all the whales are trained to slide up to this scale right here. So we weigh them once a week. So all of our whales get weighed every week. Obviously, that's really important. We want to track their weight. And especially a younger female like Malia, we know she's in a prime growing phase. So we want to make sure we weigh her every week as she's getting bigger and stronger. Obviously, she needs more food. So that's really important behavior for us to take care of the whales. Now, a lot of guests will ask us, well, how long does it take before you start interacting with the whale? Well, you know what? Whale fits in differently socially amongst all six whales. It's really important to learn how they fit in dynamically with the other animals. There they are right there. Beautiful little hula for you. Now, my friend Ashley here, she actually has a tone box here. This black thing right here, it has 10 different underwater tones. Okay, so you notice the trainers aren't giving any hand signals. All these behaviors are coming from this underwater tone. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Now this has 10 different tones that all the whales here know. So they're going to come right over here on the right for you guys. There they are. Now you may wonder, this is the number 3 tone, which means to go bow in the pool. So here they come over here on the left. Beautiful bow in there, perfect. Looks like we're going to go for one more right over here on the right. Here they come. Perfect. Now what's really cool about Kayla here is Kayla, check this out, she knows over 100 different behaviors. That's pretty cool, huh? I think it's safe to say, I mean I'm kind of biased a little bit, she's probably the smartest whale we have. I probably shouldn't say that, but she's probably the smartest whale. She knows over 100 different behaviors. She's very graceful and very athletic as well. Alright, so what's cool about this is Ashley is actually asking her to do 2 separate behaviors at once. So if you listen closely, she's going to make a vocalization and wave to you guys. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then Malia's going to be over here on the right doing the same thing, but she's going to pose up for you guys.
So cute.
All right, folks, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. The trainers are going to wrap up their interaction here with the whales. We appreciate your patience and understanding. We hope you enjoyed your time with us here. And Malia's going to send you off with one more behavior right here in the center of the pool. You get your cameras ready. This behavior is called a spit bow. Here she comes. She's making her way to the bottom. It's about 28 feet. Here she comes in 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Ladies and